When they actually come back and tell me how great it was or how much they've learned during our classes together, this is for me. This is everything.
My students asked me why I love math, which I thought was incredibly cute, but also like really practical. And I really appreciated that she asked me that. So I was able to talk about, why I decided to study math in my bachelor's, and I was able to kind of give her that insight and, why is math useful in the real world? What kinds of fields can she go into with math? And ever since that conversation, she told me that she is like highly considering majoring in math. So that kind of moment was just, yeah, it was really nice.
I love how the students don't want to just learn only the content that they have to learn to pass the test or do well in the test they're preparing for, but they're intellectually curious. I had a moment with a student who asked me about complex numbers. She's like, why did they come up? It's a topic in math where people could just take it for granted, be like, okay, this is what it is, let's solve the problems. But she was like, but why did mathematicians come up with this? And we ended up getting into a philosophy of math and history of math conversation. And she wanted me to share with her a book I'd written about 17 equations that changed the world. And so it went beyond just mechanics of preparing for the SAT, but into a rich intellectual conversation that I cherished.
Yeah, although I've been a tutor for almost 2 months, I would say definitely the elevator pitch class. That was one of the first classes that I taught, but during the fourth session with the student that I had, I like surprised her and I was like, oh, can you tell me your elevator pitch? Even though we weren't necessarily talking about that during our class session. And just seeing the improvement that she had from like class 1 to class 4 was amazing. So I would just say like the improvements that you see in your student just across a couple of classes can be, tremendous, which is awesome.
Working with one particular student, she's from England. Her progress over the last half a year has been phenomenal, right? Just being able to develop a portfolio within the span of 6 months. For me, it's also super impressive to see, and just amount of like new skills and new ways of seeing the world that she picked up in the process. I think it's really great.